Hello again, everyone. It is Tuesday, June 2nd, and we're already back for forecasting frequently asked questions. I'm getting crushed with lots of emails. I know the other counselors are already in our first full day of forecasting, and that's a good thing. But we already have quite a bit to discuss, so I'm going to get right into it. Okay, guys? If you didn't get Miss Oliver's email, go right to our website, and if you scroll below the light blue, you'll see the forecasting form link. Actually, it's the link to the email Miss Oliver sent. So you can cruise down here and you have 10th graders, 11th graders, and 12th grade links to the form you fill out. Take note too that we also have some face-to-face Google Meet times Wednesday tomorrow from 4 to 6, Thursday, June 4th from 4 to 6. Counselors will be on those Google Meets. So feel free to drop by if you have face-to-face questions. Our emails are there. Please email your counselor if you have questions. But I'm going to go through a couple things here that I think you should know. First of all, usually you guys have your updated transcript at school with you in order to forecast. It makes it a little bit more helpful so you can see what you've already taken, what you're currently taking, what you need. So you don't have your transcript more than likely with you, but there is a way to get onto Student View and actually access the same piece of information. So I'm going to show you that. If you go to, I'm going to use a 10th grader here, and I see basically this on my computer. You guys should see something similar on your phone or computer. Go to course history, click on that, and this shows you graduation status. If you click on the details, toggle that to on, scroll a bit, you're going to see this subject area grid. This is basically what you see on your transcript and what counselors use to help you create the schedule that you need, because it has everything in required credit form, completed, that's what you've already done, what you're taking in progress, and what remains. So this is the key right here. What remains in what areas? So if you're not sure how much, PE you have left, or science, or whatever the case may be, it should be all here, and it's about as accurate as it's going to be if you look at your transcript. So please use that to double check. If you've already submitted your form, you can go in and check this again, and if you have anything to add or change, you can resubmit and do another form. It's okay to do two, especially if you've made an error or you want to add something or take away something. We're going to look at that second submission, probably delete the first when it comes down to actually scheduling you. Okay, so that's using Student View to help. I'm also going to get into a couple things that I need to discuss that we're seeing some issues that are popping up. So right away, 12th graders or future 12th graders, you must choose 2 semester-long English classes. This is a different year for seniors. This is the only year you don't have a year-long English class. So you may have mythology first semester, or heroes second, or science fiction first semester, literature of a theme second. You've got to pick 2, unless you're doing a class like AP Literature, which is all year. Many of you are only choosing 1. Okay, so go back and redo. If you've only chosen 1, redo the form and submit it again. Also, you have to choose both economics and global studies. Those are semester-long required classes. Some of you, again, are only choosing 1. The only students that should not choose both are those that have already taken AP macroeconomics earlier, which is only a small percentage of future seniors. So go back, make sure that you've chosen economics and global studies. It doesn't matter which semester, they just fall where they're going to. Seniors, you have to take a minimum of 5 classes per semester. Many of you are not even choosing electives, or you're giving us like 1 elective choice. That's not enough. You have to go back and give us at least a few more, because if the only required classes you need are English and economics or global, that's only 2. You still have 3 more slots to fill at least to get to 5. So if you only give us 1 elective, we've got 2 more slots to fill at least. And I don't really want to choose for you, but if you really make us, we will. So go back in, please, and choose some electives thoughtfully. Okay, big issue that we're seeing. It's not an issue, it's just a big question that we're seeing. Many of you are emailing us and saying, hey, I want a TA with this teacher, or I want an office aide in the attendance office or main office. That's fine if you email us, but I would rather you submit that in the section on the form where it says, do you have any questions? So you can say, I want to be a TA for Ruletsky, and put it into that question box so that when it submits with your form, we actually have it saved. If you email your counselor, there's no guarantee you're going to get that TA for Ruletsky, because by the time we're actually scheduling, we may not go back to our emails and see all of that. So please submit TA requests, office aide requests, or any other kind of strange I shouldn't say strange, but other class requests. So like if you want voice with Miss Swartout, I don't know if that's even a choice on our elective sheet, but maybe you want that. So anything that's not in the selected box that you want, put into that question form, please. And if you've already submitted, go back and do it again. It's okay if we get a form twice, okay? 11th graders, something you may want to consider, or future 11th graders, only choosing one off campus instead of two, because you will probably get a more desirable elective choice if you only choose one. And remember, we can always drop a class later. So even if you have 7 classes and you would rather have 6 at the start of the year, you can come to your counselor in the first few days and say, look, I chose more electives than I'd like and that I need, and I'd like to drop one, rather than coming to us and trying to add it later. That's a lot more difficult if it's already full. Okay, hopefully I've answered most questions and concerns. Please email your counselor if you have questions, but also if you have questions about a specific class, you can email your teacher. So for example, math recommendations, if you're not sure what math to take, email your math teacher specifically, and they'll make the recommendation for you. If you ask us, we're just going to go based on your transcript, which you should be able to see all that stuff in Student View anyway. Okay, don't forget about those drop-in Google Meet sessions. If you want to meet face-to-face, we have that opportunity. And I'm guessing I'll be back maybe tomorrow if there are more questions that need to be answered. All right, take care, guys.